If you got dumped this year because your ex said you didn't communicate enough, it might not have been your fault.
If you received a mysterious text message this week from someone unexpected, you are not alone. This happened to a lot of people yesterday. They reported they received messages that appear to have originally been sent on or around Valentine's Day this year. One person tweeted, "So at 2:30 this morning, my phone decided to send a text to my ex-girlfriend from 9 months ago. She made this really sweet video of us for Valentine's Day. She thought I didn't respond, so that led to, among other things, a ruined holiday. So, you know, that's how today is going."
Oh, no.
Man, this story is crazy. Apparently, a bunch of text messages sent on Valentine's Day only got to people's phones now. Yeah, it's a huge glitch that affected thousands of people. Nobody knew about it, and now it's in the news. And I bet a lot of guys are using this as an excuse, like, oh, wait, you didn't get that giant bouquet and that diamond necklace that I texted you? Oh my God, AT&T, man, AT&T. But yeah, a bunch of Valentine's texts didn't go through, and it sucks, but I'm gonna be honest, if your relationship ended over a missed text, maybe that was the best. You dodged the bullets. Because I don't care what anybody says. Texting is supposed to be casual. It's not about an immediate response. That's why this isn't a problem for old people. They still send love letters in the mail. You know, be like, "Dearest Gertrude, I can't wait to tap that tight bran muffin of yours. Respectfully, Harold." The craziest part of the story, and this is completely true, the craziest part of the story is that some people got text messages from people who have since died. Yeah, that has got to be the most awkward booty call ever. Can you imagine just on your phone, it's like, "You up?" You're like, "Are you up?" All right, but let's move on to some international news, where one of the most beautiful places on earth is in deep trouble.
There is a state of emergency in Venice tonight as the historic Italian city deals with its worst flooding in more than 50 years. Much of Venice was submerged because of an exceptionally high tide. One man seemed swimming in historic St. Mark's Square. The mayor is blaming it all on climate change.
Oh man, this is terrible to see. One of Italy's most magical cities is completely underwater. It's also crazy to see how there's always one guy who's making the most of any disaster. Like, I bet after the Titanic sank, there was also one dude in the water like, Marco, come on, guys. But look, one way or another, I know Venice is gonna bounce back from this flooding. I mean, first of all, Italy has fantastic plumbers, and also, if anyone knows how to turn a disaster into a tourist attraction, it's Italians. They've got a tower that's falling over, buildings that are crumbling, and a town that got swallowed by a volcano. Like, their tourism slogan should just be, "Yo, you gotta see the shit that happened to us, man." Let's move on to the fad that's been sweeping the nation for the last few years. Gender reveal parties. Every day, they're getting crazier and crazier. Explosions. Alligators shooting sound waves into a woman's belly to see if there's a penis. This shit is crazy now. But over the weekend, one gender reveal in Texas may have finally gone too far.
The excited parents-to-be on the ground as the plane approaches. A crop-dusting plane dropping 350 gallons of pink water. It's a girl. But minutes later,
I had a plane crash just north of Brian Buchanan's place.
it all goes terribly wrong, crashing into this mangled heap of metal. The plane was carrying 2 people, but only designed for 1.
Pilot is out of the aircraft. Okay, Jim, patient number 2 is going to be a male. Denying any injuries.
Wow. That seemed more like a pilot reveal party. Guess what, guys? I'm actually not a pilot. Or maybe this was the parents' way of revealing that the baby was an accident. Maybe that was the whole thing. I'm actually glad that everybody survived, because that is wild. And can we agree on something? These gender reveals, you know you've gone too far if your gender reveal planning sounds the same as an ISIS plot, all right? If you're walking around like, all right, we need some gunpowder in an airplane. That's what we need. Seriously, it's getting out of hand. I remember back in the day when gender reveal just meant some guy in a park would rock up in a trench coat and reveal his gender to you. Those were simpler times. So simple. So simple.